sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position.
That's all I'm saying. Just making sure we can get in, get there,
the blitzes,
get out.
more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius.
Do I need a sexy drop
line? Just put it somewhere near his body. He's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. It's a reverse. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Quarterback will keep it. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Or they hired
down, they'll pass for it. Looking left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Warhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy. Because I'm not going after
this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this, he definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. So if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
That my mama?
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and then put points on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name
Go for
again.
this.
That's 2
Don't worry
touchdowns
about it.
now.
Tell her we'll
in 2
take it out of
games.
the
Still
money
more
you
to be
gave.
played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Setting up the screen. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Handoff from the gun. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Warhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. They'll run the screen, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Nobody around as he makes the catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a...
Oh, a lot of space. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's Herring. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Got it, looking for a first. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He'll pull it on the read. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Harry. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Warhawks in the hurry up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Looking to throw again. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll move the tight end. They're looking to throw on second and short. He's going to run it. Sweet cut there. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming out. Well done.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hale. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Russell. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime. Guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. Past the 20. Touchdown time. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the back. And some room to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Godfrey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Warhawks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Trying the left side. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense up.
Flying out to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a man, it's Herring. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Right on the money. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning on the Jets. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the move, it's Young. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Power football with the run. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Gain of 3. Now, 4th down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit... I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Looking downfield, it's Mooney. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
The play action fake. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays.
He's loose. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Wide open spaces. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Tide with the 1st and 10. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done.